EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll begin by running the option. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 23-yard line.
Six yards left on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. With a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Field position as they take over. Carr now on 1st down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Touchdown, LA! Robbie Anderson, 46 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now an open man as the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Michel. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open. And
will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Akers. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before it's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Carr. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On play action, it's Carr. Steps away. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Anderson gets intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
The kicker.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This will make it into the end zone. They'll get this just past the 20, but marker is down. Let's get the point. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Carr to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 10-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they will run it with Michelle. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Michelle going to try again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michelle, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is going to be incomplete. Problem Bengals on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Showing the tackle. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Lions.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. This is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Carr. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this carries into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the third quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
Now this time, Carl throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
7-yard line.
Again, it's Michel. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the ground, Michel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. to throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's now second and
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Cortland Sutton, 38 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 41.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Carr. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. He's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Akers. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Carr out to his left. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Derek Carr with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The drive starts with a completion, left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him out.
And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Terrell Lewis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
3rd and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Terrell Lewis. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Carr going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.